Hello, everybody. Welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we are going to be playing some Netrunner just as soon as I put my camera back where it is supposed to be. There we go. Alright, we're going to be playing some Freedom. I'm still just on a never-ending quest to make the various Shaper cards from Downfall work, so here we are, trying to make Palangi work in Freedom yet again. I think Thunder Art Gallery is kind of tough because it's something that you have to basically build an entire deck around, and then the benefit that it gives you, the click is bigger than the price reduction, but it's just so hard to work a deck around that card, right? So I think we can afford to keep this here, because we've got the Yusuf in the opener, which is a pretty big deal. So let's do the classic Anarch open of click for a credit, put down the Liberated, hit it twice. So let's hit this once. Let's put down Yusuf. Let's hit R&D. We'll get rid of Econ Warfare, and then we'll hit Liberated one more time. So this is probably going to be an Atlas with a single counter on it. Yep. So we're going to get to farm R&D here, potentially for some tokens. Yep. So we're going to just keep getting Yusuf tokens. We'll take the tag. We'll remove the tag. And we'll gain a credit. Because now we also have the self-modifying code to be able to go get Palangi. One of the best fringe benefits of playing Freedom is being able to get rid of Price X. Going for the hostile takeover to get the money back. Okay, so let's draw. Let's draw once more. Let's hit R&D. We'll take the 2 meat damage. And we'll draw once more. So we're all tied up here, 3-3. They use the Atlas counter real early. Alright, let's draw. Let's draw again. Let's put down this. And we can pitch some stuff that we're probably not going to need. I'm so hesitant to ditch stim hacks. We need it, but getting this turning wheel is a big deal. Turning wheel being down is going to be a huge deal for us. So let's hit R&D. Let's see what gets rezzed here. I don't think we trashed that. Now, they already used 2 Econ Warfares, so that's going to be really nice. Let's hit HQ after a couple draws. See what gets rezzed here. I'm guessing it's going to be an Afshar. So let's get the Palangi out. Let's turn it into a barrier. And then we're going to break 1. And say, make the runner lose 2. We will get rid of the hard-hitting news. And then we'll just click for a credit. We really need to find our Friday chip. Oh, do you have cats as well, DJ? Let's hit server 1. I don't know how to make this go away. Ooh, armed intimidation. Here we'll take the 2 meat. We'll remove the tag. I'll just click for 2 credits. We're at 5 points here. Let's hit archives. Nothing interesting there. We haven't seen any hippos either.
A new follower.
Hey, Qualistarian, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. Today's deck, by the way, is right here. So a tempo hard hitting there. We were only able to clear 3 tags. So we're going to lose our turning wheel, which stinks. But they're not in a great position to be able to score, right? I mean, that certainly helps, but... Let's draw. Let's inject. I don't actually think we need these clone ships this game. Actually, we'll keep the clone ships because... we want to be able to, did I ditch both copies of Turntable? Because we want to be able to, reset Palangi. Hey Boris, how's it going? Hey Stoppable, good morning. Is there a David in the bin? There is not. Alright, let's think. This is tough. I think if we had a stim hack, we could have gone to get that, right? We got to start hitting centrals again, or we're gonna lose. So we're gonna break here. Are we dead? Oh my god, if I had turntable down, that would be the win. Walter, no. We're still in this, though. Okay. I have the date. I have a David in here, right? We just haven't seen it. Let's go into R&D. So if they have the hostile, we lose. What an interesting game we are having. Let's go over here. All right. We'll break the tag. We'll say fire other two. Good game. Close game. Alright. That's one in the W column. I like this. I think we can afford to keep this. Okay, so we are going to need money because we're going to be fighting some number of traces. So we need to get this liberated account down as quickly as possible. That's mission number 1. So this is, the other one's going to be a Beal, right? Yeah. Okay. That's going to be one of these decks. Because then they're going to score a 3-point Beal off of it. Or maybe not. Maybe that's something like a Ghost Branch, but this turntable is going to do a lot of work this game. We're out here with our Pimp Cane, our Electronic Virus Cane. And we're gonna trash some cards. We're gonna trash some cards. We're gonna do it. All right, so we're gonna draw some cards here. Perfect. So let's get some money, and then let's get in here. We're gonna. We're gonna get rid of that. Now, we're probably going to get thrown into tag hell here. But with the Giordano's, they might not have, like, significant tag punishment. Let's force an Ice Res here after taking the money off of Liberated. Gutenberg. Alright. So is this going to be a kitty cat? Yep, okay. Fair enough. Alright, we're gonna get hard hitting. Oh no, okay. Next turn, we'll be able to get liberated accounts down. I want to start hitting HQ to get rid of these ops. So next turn, we're probably gonna drop liberated, hit it once, put down turntable, and hit HQ. Depending on what happens as far as their money totals are concerned. Walter, you want up? Come on. Come on, over here. Or not, whatever. Whatever you're into, I guess. Alright. So let's drop that like it's hot. Just put down the turntable. Actually, we'll just take one more hit of money. We're pretty close to full rig here, which feels nice. Let's hit HQ, see if we get a res. Okay, we're gonna get to access some cards here. Oh, we'll steal. And we'll swap it for the one that they can't take back. That's gonna be our only steal. We'll check to see if these are trashables at least, since we're also gonna get use of counters. Okay, there's an AR. That's probably gonna be the one that they're gonna score. And that's another AR. So they're only going to be able to score one of those. And then we'll just get some money. So now it's kind of interesting, because we know they have Beals, right? And they probably have at least 1 4-2. But now they don't want to score them, because if they score them, then we can steal the other ones and swap. Right, so not even going to bother with the AR, so we'll take one. We're going to... I've had worse first, though. See what options we draw. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so let's Dirty Laundry, Server 6. Let's draw again. Let's draw again. Get MK into the bin. Next turn we'll drop a Hippo and we'll go back into HQ. Right, so they're going to get the other AR, so they can start punishing us for trashing stuff. If we get another 1 porter, we're going to exchange it for the AR, so that they don't tag us when we trash things. Yeah, Boulder. Life is much better when you just sit and chill, right? Alrighty. So let's put the Hippo down. Let's hit HQ. Let's see what happens. Let's go in again. Friday chip is a good chip. On the good chip. Let's go into R&D. We'll just trash every card one at a time. We're basically like full setup here. Very exciting. Okay. Let's get in here. It only has 1 advancement on it, so if it's something like a ghost branch, we can still clear the tag. check out. Let's go into R&D. We're gonna steal. No, I would not like to swap. Then we'll just take some more money. Now, if that's a reversed account, that sucks real bad. But I don't think it is. Basically, at this juncture, I think the only way that our rig could be better is if we had turning wheel. We have complete control of this game. It's gonna be... Oh, it was a kitty, so I'm glad I didn't go in. Alright, let's see if we can draw into a turning wheel. Alright, well, we're still gonna check the top card, because the game can end at basically any moment now. We will swap that for the AR. Two kitties accounted for. Alright, let's get in there. The Giordano is a nice touch, right? Because it gives them a way to kind of honest score. Good game. The last agenda. Yeah, just, you know, maintain a good money lead and just try to trash power cards before they see them. That's the mission, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I disturb you? I wouldn't want you to be uncomfortable, baller. You know. My son. I mean, this is pretty good. Right? This isn't bad. So let's talk a little bit about the current Anarch card pool. I think one of the biggest things that I'm waiting to see more interesting uses of are more of the tools for the new Anarch, like all the companions and stuff. I'm very excited to see what comes of that mechanic. I also think that in the current metagame, it can't really be understated how good of an ability that Freedom has to deal with a lot of the shenanigans that people are playing. This is not a good hand. Especially not against the outfit. We're gonna yeet this one into the abyss. We're gonna mulligan. That's a little better. Still not great. I've had worse is good, though, in case they try to rush out a CityWorks project. Doing the classic. Morning, Dan. How's it going? Draw. Hit that. Hit that. Put that down. Is that Prisec, do we think? On R&D? I think both of those cards are not good and do not make the cut in the vast majority of lists that you're going to play in this game called Android Netrunner. I think Chisel and Trapano are bad. I think that Parasite doesn't exist anymore, and those effects don't really exist either, unfortunately. It's gonna be, yeah, okay. We don't have access to any breakers yet. Still don't have access to any breakers. Okay. We can ditch one stim hack, and the I've had worse. We need to get access to breakers, or we're gonna start having a real problem here. Alright, this is bad. Show me a breaker deck. Because that's going to be the SDS, and then they're going to be able to, like, Audacity out. So we might just lose here just because we didn't see the cards we needed early on vis-a-vis breakers. Like we haven't seen any programs, and we're over half. This is our first program, and we're over halfway through the deck. Yep, we lost. Here comes the Audacity. Like, that was just completely uncontested because we didn't draw any programs. Can't really argue with that. So we're 2-1 now. That happens sometimes. This is one of the things that makes Woo really strong in the current environment, is you basically are guaranteed a decent setup for your deck. Actually, I'll amend that, DJ. I think Trapano is fine if you're using them as agenda counter batteries, right? If you're using them as virus breeding grounds that occasionally act like parasites because the corp decides to overwrite them, then they're fine. But I think they are not a parasite replacement. Does that make sense? Gosh, I need to like do like Sarah McLachlan in the Eyes of the Angels and just put up Medium and Parasite. Beautiful Anarch cards that I deeply, deeply miss. I miss Parasite, though. What a great card. Let me just look at it and be reminded what a good Anarch card looks like. So let's talk about it, though. Alright, so let's talk about Chisel while we're waiting. So I think one of the biggest issues when you're looking at a card like Chisel is that it stinks. You have to encounter the ice to be able to trash it, right? So the big thing is it makes it so that you can't do what you would do with Parasite, which was Parasite checks constantly to see if the ice is trashed, which is why you can dump data suckers on it and kill it without actually having to break it. Since Chisel only checks for the trash on the encounter before you can put things like data suckers on it, it means that it has to be at 0 strength as you approach it in order for it to die, which means that you end up having to encounter an ice multiple times in order for Chisel to trash it, which means that it's not really doing anything except for acting as a barrier. Demolisher's bad. It turns out that 4-cost consoles are almost all really, really bad. Yeah, I mean, Dan, I get that Chisel can act as additional copies of Hippo, but Hippo is good because it works the first time you break it, right? So I can't imagine paying 3 slots for a Hippo where you have to run through the ice twice, right? Not a good hand. Good luck, have fun. Mulligan. Juan and I've had worse in the opener against Jinteki. So we'll drop Yusuf and Dirty Laundry Essential that's open if there is one. Alright, so we're going to drop Yusuf. We're going to Dirty Laundry into Archives. Then we're going to put that down and we're going to draw a card. Right. At that point, the Chisel might as well just be copies of Knifed, right? So we need to get other breakers on the table. So they're drawing. They're looking for something. Okay, I think we can afford to put this down, and then we can check that. I'll bet 0. We'll leave it so it can't be cycled back through. We'll put that down and we'll get a credit. And they actually drew us a bunch of cards. So now they have to overwrite it. I wonder if this is going to be another Psychic Field. There's one way to find out. We will trash it. And then we'll get that down before something happens to it. We have to be wary of our hit points here. If we can keep their money low, we should be in decent shape to kind of just pull them apart, right? Let's check this. Probably going to be a snare. I actually like them using the snare there because that reduces their econ. The big thing is we don't have access to all of our breakers, which is kind of a problem. Oh, if that's a sting, we're dead. Oh, it's not, thank God. Let's hit HQ. You want to go? You good? Okay, you got a message from the cat planet. Alright, let's hit HQ again. We just need to find an oboe, right? Oboe's what we're looking for. We'll say check out. Let's go into R&D. Let's go into R&D again, since we know that a snare can't be triggered, and we don't ever have to steal an oboe. And we'll get rid of that Kakugo. We'll draw a card. Alright, we're getting there. I'd really like to draw into a turning wheel. Perfect. Because I was going to say, and that'll probably... Oh, I didn't mean to run there. Let's see if they res something. We don't have to access. They're thinking about whether or not they want to res. What we'll do is we will turn it into a barrier. We'll match the strength. We'll break it. We'll trash it. We'll take the Chronos. And we'll take the Breach Dome hit. We're getting into dangerous territory as far as the number of cards we have left, so we need to be wary of that. But I'm not feeling terrible. So let's hit R&D. This is probably going to be another Kakugo. Ooh, they can't res it. Must be an Anansi. Or a DNA tracker. Or both. I think on this run we're likely to see a big boy get rezzed. So what's our play here? Do we just start mining as many turning wheel counters as we can muster? Is that our play? Because we're running out of cards. So let's see if they res anything here. I have to imagine it's a no res. Yep. Alright, so let's do it again. We need to get ready for a bigger run. So that we're ready to inject for a bunch of cards. Philotic? That's actually not the worst. Actually, that is the worst. I think I just threw. Actually, that doesn't work. Yeah, I completely threw that game. That's really frustrating. But we gotta play tighter. So this deck doesn't have a data sucker because it doesn't really have the memory for it. It has a David instead because then that gives you some auxiliary uses of clone chip. I find that's one of the hardest parts about playing Anik for me. This is okay. We can keep this, right? Yeah, we really want the libs. Alright, let's draw. Let's draw. Let's put that down. Let's draw again. Get some breakers in the bin. Okay, so we need to accelerate a little bit. Let's see if... it's funny because I love Wayland. I love playing Wayland so much. And, like, I've lost the ability to play against Wayland. because for the first time since I started playing Netrunner, the decks I like to play and the decks that my playstyle are weak against are the same. It's a very interesting problem to have. Okay, so I think we let them have that one. And then we try to exchange, right? Right. We have all 3 breakers in the bin. I'm just really hoping that what we can make happen is that we can get the Yusuf and we can start really digging in. I don't know, if we've got some Anarch aficionados, I would love to hear more about what people are doing. Alright. I think we... Perfect. Alright, because we need... Alright, we did it. Palangi did its job. Alright, we need to maintain our pressure here. We need to get turntable down. That's going to be our path to victory, right? Okay. So let's get the turntable down. Let's draw once for safety. And then let's get in here. So the big thing is we really need to hit an agenda here, right? So we need to check HQ. If there's an Audacity, we need to get it. Alright, come on, deck. I feel like we're doing the right things this game, we're just not hitting, right? It's tough. What's the best way to break this? I really like this new interface. I'll pay the Palangi. Let's hit this. Let's hit HQ. We'll get rid of that. All right, we're on the board, at least. Let's draw once. Let's hit R&D. Pay one. Let's go back in. Let's get rid of that. Let's go in again. We're on the board. Too big to fail. Tough but fair. Let's hit this once. So, DJ, going back to the discussion of Demolisher, I think one of the biggest things is Demolisher does have the ability to provide a tremendous amount of value. It's just never going to be the same amount of value as being able to exchange agendas in the matchups where being able to exchange agendas really matters. Does that make sense? So that's 100% the Bulwark. Let's hit R&D. Let's see if they res here. Good game. Well played. Good game, Boris. So we're 3-2. We're on the climb. This is pretty good. We can keep this, I think. I'd like to have like a Yusuf in the opening hand, but I think all of this accelerant is worth a keep. So, okay, we hit 2 programs. Oh, this hacktivist is going to come in handy, I bet. Yeah, there was a huge update, Kintian, and now also there's a one button click to do all of the brake mechanics. On a piece of ice using the breakers that you have in your tableau. It's really nice. I feel like this hacktivist is going to be a big deal, so let's go ahead and get that down early. We're going to get the use of into play in a minute here, using the clone chip. Ooh, that feels great. Drawing for ice that doesn't come. I love it. Alright, let's hit archives. Let's see what was trashed. Get some use of counters for our trouble. Restore. Okay, so this is like a MCA deck. We have 2 out of 3 breakers. We don't have access to Palanki yet, so we're going to need to be doing a little bit more drawing. That's an architect, right? So that's not something that we're going to be able to deal with. They're going to try to lock us out. So I think as long as we go and click one, we can afford to go into HQ. So let's do that. We'll let all subroutines fire. And we'll just power through it. It's not the best, but it's one less than we would be paying if we had MK down. And it gets some of their money. And it gets us a turning wheel counter. And that's exactly what we wanted. We get an agenda out of the deal. Let's draw. Then let's just gain a credit. Yeah, they're probably going to try to push here. So, I've had worse. Let's get some of this stuff down. So that's a big deal. Because that means... Oh, it's even a Vitruvius. It's not a 5-3. Okay, okay. Let's draw. Let's put that down. Let's put that down. Let's put that down. Let's get all of our stuff down. Because now we can try to force the preemptive use of those Vitruvius counters. Oh, I didn't get Hacktivist down because I'm a dummy. Is MK in the bin yet? No. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now we have access to all of our breakers. So we're going to start savaging servers here. Let's hit R&D. Oh, and it even keeps track of which slot machine counters are actually in effect. That's really nice. Okay, so we can't steal that, but they can't score it. So that's fine. Let's go in here. Let's see what the turn is here. So only one matches. So this is our agenda now. I think we're in pretty good shape now, I would say. This is exciting. Oh. They decided they were done with our bullshit. Tough but fair. Just need to get the liberated account down so we're ready to scrap. Let's hit HQ. Get rid of that. Don't want a new ginger grid going in there. Perfect. Okay. Let's put this down. Let's hit HQ. Okay, so they're going to make it so I can't access any cards, but I'm still going to just slam to get counters. I can always just check that later. Come on and slam. Good game. I feel like that kind of like lots of upgrades based HB is really where Freedom shines, because that's where the Hacktivist is ridiculously impactful, especially when you keep in mind that a lot of decks like that one seem to be building like a one server situation, and when that happens, the agendas just kind of like pile up in hand. This is a good hand. I'll keep this. We've got a Sure Gamble. We've got a 1 credit Earthrise. Yeah, that's a good. This is a good one. All right, let's draw. Let's draw once more. That's cute. Elizabeth Mills, not something that's seeing a ton of play these days. But they got us. And that's why you include it, right? Periodically you're going to get those big ones. Our biggest stumbling block here is we just really cannot seem to get breakers early against the outfit, and like that's the matchup where you need them the earliest. For the life of me, we cannot find programs. So a tempo hard-hitting news. We're just slamming it into archived memories. Alright, well, let's hit HQ. I really wish we could just get programs into the bin. We're just going to have to start hard drawing. We've got all the tools we need to win this game. Otherwise, there we go. At least we've got 2 out of 3 breakers now, right? So let's hit HQ. Let's hit HQ again. Let's draw. Let's keep that in the wings. We have David. Let's draw. All right. Assuming this is an agenda and not like a cerebral overwriter. Okay. Let's see what this is. Do a huge dig. Let's get rid of that and that. I didn't want to do a deep dig there because then we have a chance to die to a single punitive, which I did not want. Let's hit HQ. Let's hit HQ again. Let's hit HQ again. Let's run R&D. Let's see a lot of cards. Good game. Well played. Alright. We played patient. We blitzed through our deck when we needed to. Alright, we're getting better. Another outfit deck. I think we can keep this. It's not ideal, but we've got the use of. Alright, so let's inject. Let's hit R&D. Neural EMP. I do not know what you mean there. This way, I installed that extra card so that if they punitive us, we're guaranteed to live. Hey, Rain. Alright, let's draw. Let's hit R&D. Let's see what was trashed earlier. Ooh, a preemptive is what was trashed. Alright, we only have access to the one breaker. So we're gonna just keep hammering R&D. Like it's our jobs. Because it is. I wonder if this is the another STS. Perfect. Okay, so they're like, haha, we got you. But they don't know we already have another Yusuf in our hand. So... we just desperately need our other breakers. We're just... it feels like against every outfit deck, we're just constantly pushing... We'll get rid of the scarcity. We'll go back in. This time we're going to see 2. Gosh, where? Alright, we need to get Hippo down. We should probably also hit HQ a little bit more. They're overdrawing a lot. Yeah, sure, fire it. Fire. I think we're going to run R&D first click this coming turn. Well, we're going to sure gamble, then we're going to run R&D. Okay, we can't have this. Alright. So, let's get Palangi into play. Let's make that a barrier. Let's just keep hitting it. Wow. What do I need to do to steal an agenda in this game of Netrunner? Okay, I don't think we can steal that and survive. Because that's what, 4? 6 cards? Where are the agendas? I don't know. I don't think we made any mistakes there. Do one more. I don't know. We're living a hard life out here. Let's switch it up. Let's do one as the Uzeki deck. Come on! I think this is good. We'll keep this. Good luck, have fun. Oh, I'm sorry, Boulder. Am I bothering you? Okay. So let's get the Rizeki down. Let's go get Rizeki number 3 and scavenge it. And then probably the misdirection. That's what we can like clone back for. Alright, let's start building up that inevitable board state, baby. So now we have the 2 MU we need, so if things stay single iced, we got them. Every turn that goes by, we're just kind of like ascending in power level. Oh, I've been on the slid over screen this whole time and nobody told me. Okay, so that's bad. Okay, let's run R&D, see if we get a res. Oh, okay. Sure, I guess. I guess the game is just over. That's basically game. Why is it not letting me? I don't get. Oh, we're so fucked. Why isn't it letting me pick a server? I think this is a good hand, because we've got the Astrolabe and the Rizeki. Let's draw. This Astrolabe's gonna be a real treat. So hopefully that's not a viral weaponization. If that's a viral weaponization, we have a problem. Okay, that's That's not nearly as bad as it could have been. So let's run archives. Let's jack out. Let's run server 2, get rid of that. Click for 2 credits. Let's draw once. Let's put that down. Let's get some money. Next turn, we will peace. Alright, we're getting our stuff together. And we still have one last same old thing to go get lamb with. We got our orbs. Our power orbs. Alright, we're full rig. Time to get out the shovel and start digging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards showing. Oh no, yeah, 8 cards showing for Okay, so first things first. Let's Kushik. Trace. Let's see if they're willing to vamp themselves here. Debating whether or not to use the Nisei. I think the bet is 1. I don't think it's 2. Got it. Alright, let's go check server 6. Trash the hell out of that. Let's go see what's in server 7. Trash the hell out of that. Get some money. No sandbergs allowed, thank you. Alright, so I think here, we're going to money up a little bit. And we're going to get ready to try to do a 2 steal win, right? Let's draw. Let's Kushuk. Let's see what gets rezzed. There's the oboe, which I guess we'll take. And then we're just going to draw up. Oh, nice! Perfect. Perfect opportunity for us to use these pad taps to gain money. Okay, well, let's run HQ. Jack out. Let's do server 3. Break that fully. I wonder if they're going to use the Nisa here. Okay, so now we scavenge. We go back in. I think we got him. Good game. Very close. All right, everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your Tuesday to come watch me play some Netrunner. I'm always excited to have everybody with me. If you'd like to support the channel, the best way to do that is by subscribing on Twitch. There's a little button over there that you can hit. If you have Amazon Prime, you can do it of no cost to yourself. Puts money directly into my pocket. There's also a support link on the YouTube. And until I see all of you beautiful Netrunner humans again, always